we're in a time that we're so far behind. Even though technology and knowledge is so advanced, we're so far behind because, like, you know, when you go back to the 1890s, right, and they first had that, knowing that the black man was going to wake up, you know, here in America from slavery, that in the 1890s they had called the Parliament of Religions, right? It was in Chicago, right? And that Parliament of Religions had all these different religions all together to, how you say, write the history for the next century according to the religious leaders. You know, the representative from America, American Muslim, was a white guy. You know, his name was Russell Webb Muhammad, right? And he was the representative for American Muslims. Yeah, he actually established the first mosque in New York. You know, before my man, the Sheikh, who was West Indian, Sheikh Dawood, established State Street Mosque and shit. But they had another one in the late 90s.
And this is our Islam. This is our Islam. We talk about not Nation of Islam.
This was before the Nation of
Islam. Okay, right.
This was way before the Nation of
Islam. Right. Yeah.
You know, this was again in the 1890s. 1890. Okay. This is where all that shrine and stuff that they call Muslim Sons.
Right.
This is where all that job actually began around that time. You know, which it developed into even the black church, Christian church, came out of that. You know, with guys like Harding, Father Divine, Daddy Grace, all those guys, everybody going for the religious dollar, you know, came out of that era there, you know, because religion is more based on business than it is spirituality or whatever they want to call it.
Right.
But the black churches of today originated from that era there, the 1920s to the 1930s. And the same guy I was telling you about, Lucius Lewin, you know, you look at him, he got a real interesting history because he, you know, when they, even white people was doing it then in their churches, speaking in tongues.
Okay.
Right.
You know? Right.
And
it's like evangelism or something, right?
Evangelism, yeah, right. This guy, Lucius Lewin, he made a living as an interpreter. You know, he would interpret what they would say. You know,
the people were speaking in tongues.
They're speaking in tongues. You know, because he was supposed to, like Master Farad Muhammad, or like it was said about Master Farad Muhammad, that he spoke so many languages. This guy actually did it. So they believed him. Whatever motherfucker said, he would interpret it or translate it. You know, but out of that era, all this start manifesting itself. Again, like I said, the Master Farad Muhammad, that whole system of the Nation of Islam, Muhammad speech, or at the time in the 1930s, it was the Final Call, the original. It was the Final Call to Islam. You know, it was the newspaper then. But
wait, so it went from the Final Call
to Muhammad speech.
Muhammad speak back to Final Call.
Yeah. Oh. The original paper that Master Farad Muhammad and them had was the Final Call to Islam.
Farad had the Final Call to Islam. Yeah. Then it went to Muhammad Speaks.
Malcolm established Muhammad
Speaks. Malcolm,
yeah.
Right.
Malcolm established Muhammad Speaks.
About that, yeah. Then it went back to
Farrakhan's Final Call. You know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Cause like, again, Bible Tract Society. You know, when you got a publication, you know, publication ain't just nigga, but this gets money, right? So if you take the Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, they had their Awake magazine. They had the Awake magazine.
That's God supreme.
Yeah. Peace. What up? Ain't nothing. I'm here with Inf Mega. He's at my house.
Inf Mega did this.